What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All Day Bets. Alex Jacobs, Manny, Ruffin. The NFL Draft. Round 1 has concluded. Shedeur Sanders, the big story, is falling to the second round. Possibly the Browns with the first pick in the second round. We saw the big trade early where the Browns moved back to 5 with the Jacksonville Jaguars sending a haul to get to the second pick, taking their guy Travis Hunter. And then the big bad Darth Vader, Abdul Carter, number 3 to the Giants. I should be wearing my Giants gear today, but I am not. A-plus draft from the Giants. A-plus draft from Joe Shane. Way to get back into the first round.
Fact.
Take Jackson Dart. We were talking about it, and it did happen. You had your son, his son, even put on his Instagram story the highlight reel of Jackson Dart, and then he went to private. I guess that was not the right move to do. But you remember from Hard Knocks last year, there's a clip out there from Hard Knocks, and Joe Shane is asking his son, who do you want? And he says, Jaden Daniels. So I guess he asked him this year, maybe, and said, who do you want? And he probably said Jackson Dart. And maybe this time he listened, okay? So
I hope so. That little kid might be a GM in the making. No cap. Happy fucking spring, though.
Yep.
I'm trying to golf.
I know.
I'm itching to shoot a 110, bro. I should get out the system.
I know the golf videos are on the horizon.
You had to get you on a different level, so you had to get your little 85 out the system. Whatever it was.
I think 87, 89, something like that. I had to get the ad. First round beer.
I had to get my 89 out the system so I can go back to shooting 80s. Yeah, fuck all y'all. Get my 110 out the system. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we can break 90 this year.
And then lights, camera, action, and we're back out there. We got to figure out the, challenges we want to do this year.
I want to get on a regimen this year. There's only so much of a regimen I can do, honestly. But
it'll
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I need to be on.
Well, it'll start with the Friday Night League, and then we
Yes.
do videos on Saturdays. That's got to be the plan.
Me and my old heads, and then range on Thursdays for sure.
Yeah,
I might even hit the range. I might be on my Josh Allen. You saw the Josh Allen story about him at the country club?
No,
You never seen that? It was like a tweet came out. Someone was like, "Yeah, Josh Allen. Like I seen him playing a money match. I don't know if they said he won or lost, and then they said he went to the range, and he was at the range literally. I guess he had lights. He was at the range until like." I think they said midnight or after midnight, just hitting balls. Then he was back, one of the first people back at the club at like 6 a.m. hitting balls, and then plays around. And I was like, I'm trying to be on Josh time.
Yeah.
But I still got the club money right now.
Right.
But
right.
I be at the club like a bro. What you doing over here still? Man, I'm trying to take this money off these old ass.
We just need to, land a bunch of sponsorship deals.
Okay, I was gonna say,
and then
before
get private clubs.
Okay,
and then become members of private clubs.
Well played.
That stream.
Something I want to preface before we get into the show. When we're doing golf this year, right, and you're talking, and maybe you're struggling or maybe I'm struggling, we need to see. I just did it. We need to stop saying we when it's me and you out there, because it's just two different stratospheres. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were playing basketball 2-on-2 and we were losing. I'm not saying we. Like, I gotta get 30. Like, yeah, you missed a couple. Like, I ain't gonna say, oh, we drawn. Like, bro, I'm probably drawn. Like, I need you to stop saying we. Like, if we start, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If I'm shooting 100, I could do a couple things, but I think we need to start. You know what I'm saying? I did it again. I think you need to start going. Like, you need to start going Brunson, K. Cunningham, Ant mode out there. Like, it's fuck a we. Like, I played in college. Like, I got, like, my education got paid for what I'm about to do. Like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't even on no team. Looking at me like, you was never on no team. Like, let me go hit this putt in. Like, you need to be out there like Ant-Man.
Well, I think
I think yours. We need that on the soundboard.
Oh my god,
my
we got to
dick
do it.
yours.
We needed those MP3 files to get on there.
That'd be a good
and a
golf.
$50,000 fine for that.
That's for the golf videos.
I think
People
really what
like
brings that confidence in saying like that kind of stuff is when you're making putts.
Yeah, but fuck, I think you need to start speaking shit into existence, bro. I think you're a vibes guy. You're like a Stubby. You're like a Garrett Stubbs, bro. You need to feel, you look good, feel good, play good. You know what I'm saying?
What do they call him? Something of the vibes? Manager of the vibes?
Vibes guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, vibes guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I'm like, but
more what I'm trying to do is like, since I'm not as consistent in making like the longer putts, just hitting the irons much closer. I get more fired up about that than like hitting the longer putt. Like
when you're hitting it solid, I'm not even really worried about your putter when you're hitting solid, because I know it's all going to work out if it's just hitting solid consistently all day. You'll figure it out. He'll hit a couple puds. He'll go up and
We
down.
just have to fucking get out there. That's all it is. That's what I was talking about with Tommy.
Yeah, I'm talking.
These guys are playing.
You know who I'm talking like right now? I'm talking like those dudes that like don't get any chicks, but like just talk about chicks all day. Because I haven't played around the golf yet, so I'm just talking all the shit I'm about to do out there on the golf course. I ain't playing around the golf yet.
So let's react to some of the things from the draft as round 1 has concluded. Last night from Dov Kleiman on Twitter, the Packers fans were selling their driveways to NFL fans
hilarious.
attending the draft in Green Bay for over $100 per car. It says, what a genius idea. Park, cash, $100 Venmo, stadium 2 blocks, $100 per day.
Look at him.
Look at these. $60. What's this one say? Park and pee.
Bro, I think like because like he got the shit ready. Like I think we got signs and flags and shit. Like shout out to Green Bay, y'all. Really, I hear about how y'all town different. Also, when we talk sports complexes, didn't really, I don't think people talk about Green Bay, but I feel like I see a little bit of a complex there. No.
Well, also, how about the amount of people that were there?
Shout out Green Bay, yeah.
Like what a showing.
Shout out Green Bay, and Marcus Golden too, or Matthew Golden, because wow. What a way to get fucking drafted.
Drafted to the Packers in the city that's hosting the draft?
Yeah, that's tough.
That must feel like going
That's
like
tough.
number 1.
Nah,
Seriously.
That's tough.
In terms of everyone is chanting your name.
That's tough.
Screaming when you walk out there. You could do anything on this.
I feel like, bro, I wish we would have known it was like this is like our type of thing to be out here doing like a vlog, like pulling up. Like imagine if because we probably would have had no idea they were doing this. And we're like, yeah, fuck, what do we do for parking? Like, and we drive by and we're like, oh shit, got
$100 to park here.
Pull up in somebody's driveway, drink with them with the camera.
With the camera going and be like, all right, park and pee. All right, so we're gonna go pee.
Shout out to Green Bay. I just thought this was fucking fire.
That was very cool. The draft and maybe hey, this is something
we were
that
undercutting each other though. I don't like that. Let's all each one teach one. You know what I'm saying?
other cities might be getting some ideas.
Facts.
And like, look, that's
well, I mean, it's different because Philly, you could probably. I mean, parking is awful in Philly, but there's public trans. I don't know what they got going on.
I also think
Timbuktu
$100 there. I think that's a great deal.
I'm not sure.
I feel like you could be paying.
Draft day though, you don't give a fuck. I don't care. 160, yo, you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The one had $60. That's great.
Yeah, see,
$80. That's great.
You know what's funny too? Because like I'm not even trying to like lowball. I think I would just pull up to like the $80 or $60 dollar. Because like I feel like you just trying to want people to come to your driveway and hang out.
Yeah.
I feel like the 160 is like I don't really want people in my driveway, but if you want to park here, 160, like $60, like come hang out. I'm like, what's up, man? Like,
All right, briefly into the NBA to react to El Capitan bets before we get back to the draft.
Bro.
El Capitan has been having a pretty good NBA season.
Yeah, he's been snapping.
I should even say a very good NBA season. I should say.
He's been hitting some home run parlays lately.
Home run parlays as well. So he's got a 2-leg parlay here, plus 1,400. Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3 made threes. That was plus 200. He had 7 of those bitches. And then Aaron Gordon for 8 rebounds. He had 7 at half, and he finished right there.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
500 would have paid 7,500. And then he's got another one with Gordon in there. Tim Hardaway for 4 threes. Aaron Gordon for 10 rebounds. That was plus 7,000. That would have paid 35, almost 36 grand off 500. And again, he had 7 rebounds at halftime.
7 at halftime, and Tim did what he did. I'm texting people like, yo, like, what you doing this week? I'm trying to go to the strip club this weekend. Like
7 at halftime?
He'd be like, wow, what you got going on? I might send a screenshot. Like, I'm thinking this joint already cool.
Yep.
Like, 7 at halftime? I don't want to say it's guaranteed because obviously that's as close to guaranteed I feel like I can get. Playoff game, Aaron Gordon, and plus it's at the Intuit Dome, so the wall's there. So shooting, obviously, they had a tough shooting night, but you would think it's rebounds to be had. Motherfucker, I damn near would have went to sleep. I swear to God, I would have went to, yo, we going to the strip club this weekend, it's on me. We get a VIP, all that.
That's crazy for 7 rebounds at halftime, not able to get the job done.
Speaking of strip club, it's just on my mind.
That's crazy segue.
Shay Shay.
Oh.
Club Shay Shay. Auntie tried to tell you, bro.
Oh, my God.
Get you a nice, sweet lady. I think she specifically said rub your feet at night in the bed. I think that's what she said verbatim. And he's out here chasing drawings that, you know, some people say you should have been graduated from, you know? getting caught up, losing 50 M's possibly. Was happy to give away 10. But yeah, he left the virtual strip club with OnlyFans, John.
Stepping away from ESPN as of yesterday until the NFL preseason starts.
It's tough. Shay, you was doing young man things though. I feel like I was seeing you. We seen this at the playoffs. NBA, you was trying to fight the whole team. I was fucking with that though, because you was trying to stand on business. But I didn't know you was still trying to rock like us. Like you fucking with the 20-year-old OnlyFans stars. You act crazy. What's up with you, bro? And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not as mad as you as other people, bro. I'm really not. I just think he was acting crazy. I said it to him last night. I'm like, bro, shouldn't he be with somebody? If you want to date someone younger than you, cool. But don't you get with like an established somebody, industry, some actor in their 30s or something? That's what you want to do. So we know it's not going to be no trouble. She don't want to get in no trouble. You don't want to get in no trouble. Like, aren't you in that stratosphere now? Where it's like, I'm not that low key.
Apparently not.
And apparently he just be he be saying crazy shit. So I don't know. I can't defend you, Shay. I wish I could, brother, but yeah.
I know some of the shit was crazy.
It might be
that
Busby.
was being said.
Is it Busby in 7?
All allegations.
You got
allegedly.
You got Shay in 5 or Busby in 7?
Allegedly.
What you got?
Allegedly.
And what are the odds? What are the odds? Can I bet Shay to beat the case?
Yeah.
It's probably plus money on right now.
I know. Allegedly, all allegations. Nothing has been proven as of yet.
Yeah, but the way his Robin was talking, it didn't sound good, man.
No, and obviously the audio of some of the things that he was saying has been leaked, and that's not helping.
Freak bull, like freak. I mean, not even like outside, like the audio, just you being crazy as shit. Freak bull. Like, text messages came out, bro. Y'all be on some freak ass shit, bro. You 60. I think my dad like 62.
He's 56.
Yeah, like, bro. I'm about to go talk to my daddy. Like, bro, so you still freaky and shit on that? Like, what's up? Like, that shit don't go away.
You're going to have to put these on for this clip.
All right.
So I got this. You may have seen this. Micah Parsons reacting to Tyler Booker. There's Darius Slay here, too. This is from Bleacher Report last night for the round one of the draft. Let's take a listen.
People wake up, be like, man, I can't wait to play this football game today. They listen to their hype music. They take all the pre-workout. They get so excited to play football until they come across Tyler Booker. And then when I'm going after you, quarter after quarter, play after play, series after series, and I start to see that love leave their eyes, like that's what makes me love the game. Like I just really love.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, you just got me right. Hey, he got me ready to go. I ain't gonna lie. He got me ready to go. Bro, I'm gonna play right now. Yeah, God. Let's go. Yeah, he got me hype. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
Play after play, quarter after quarter. Hey, man, welcome to the team. Yeah.
Micah Parsons, I guess, is very hyped about his new guy, Tyler Booker. Micah Parsons. What do you feel about that? You're an Eagles guy. That's Cowboys that we're talking about.
Hey, you better be ready to have the love leave his eyes after he gets tush pushed for 4 straight quarters. You talking about the love of the game? All right. Wait till that score get ran up. You getting tush pushed for 4 quarters. Jalen Carter smacking your quarterback in the head. Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell doing the waving at you and all that. Jalen Hurts keeping the main thing. See the love leave your eyes after that. You know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
See how much you love the game.
See
how much you love the game when Jaden Daniels is doing the Black Sparrow era on your team, smiling and waving. Yeah, let's see how much you love the game. Let's see how much you love the game now. Good for you though. I know that's a good payday, getting paid 12 in Jerry's world. So good for you, the gang. I'm interested to see how much you love the game when.
Yeah, Darius Slay hyped up too. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you know Darius Slay be playing the fence. He a fence sitter.
And then you got to check out this video on Bubba. This is diehard Eagles fan after the Eagles' first pick.
Jahan Campbell, welcome to the motherfucking Birds. I know you from Jersey. I know you from right across the pond. I don't really fuck with Jersey like that. But guess what? Just for you, I'm gonna fuck with you, twin. I'm gonna have a fuck with you. You wear the green, you wear it, I'll bleed it. You better get down with the motherfucking program. We win chips out this bitch. We ain't backtracking. And I'm not going to lie, I really like this pick for us. He's fast, he's nimble, he's quick, he's good in the run game, he's good in the pass game, great pass rusher, low-key a good edge rusher, and he went number 11. I ain't going to lie, when I was watching tape, I thought the motherfucker was Micah Parsons. He battled a couple injuries in college, and that's cool. We in the pros now. Like I said before, ain't no backtracking. Only way you going to get hurt on the Eagles, we going to get you on that mill plan. We going to have you on that squat rack with Saquon and Hurts. You don't got to worry about being strong. The only way you're going to have to worry about getting hurt is when you meet Saquon in that hole on practice on Monday, and you better be there early. Welcome to the no-fly zone, Jihad. Welcome to the motherfucking no-fly zone.
You know what's funny? When we were watching the draft last night, I was like Jihad. I'm like, is he from Philly? And I was like, oh, South Jersey. That makes so much sense. Because you ain't going like you don't. It's I ain't no offense. I don't think it's no Jihads in Missouri. You know what I'm saying? We drafted the Missouri kid. His name was Jeremy Macklin. So once I saw Jihad, I was like,
Yeah, good pick there.
I fuck with the pick. It's just like one of them things. A lot of people had him graded in their top 15, top 13. Some people had him top 10. I think 2 shoulder surgeries on both shoulders, knee surgery, had him falling. It's a situation like Howie's just going to be like, listen, bro, if we drafting for need or we drafting the best player on the board. You know what I'm saying? And it's another thing. I'm not going to compare it to Quinyon because I don't think he's as solidified as Quinyon. I think Quinyon was a solidified prospect, but the draft situation made him fall, and some teams definitely regretted that. I would compare. Now, this is a bad comparison. Like, this is not a comparison of him as a player. Remember when Sidney Jones got drafted, and it was like Sidney Jones was supposed to be like top 5, top 10 first corner off the board, but the injuries. Like, hopefully this could be like the Sidney Jones that worked out. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Hottie, bro. We gonna fuck with you in the city, dog.
Yeah, it was a good pick there.
I liked how he came out too, slapped the shit out the fucking bird and all that. You know what I mean? My type of shit right there. It was funny because I saw that and I was like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but being from South Jersey, probably Eagles fan, I'm smacking the shit out of it. Like, if I got drafted by the Birds, if you got drafted by the Giants, you probably smacking the shit out that logo, bro. Fuck out here.
Here's as we look at, Sanders from Adam Schefter here. Sanders was not drafted in the first round. Heading into round 2 Friday night, as EpCap notes, Evan Kaplan, there has been
that boy by his handle.
Only one quarterback drafted in the second round in the last 3 years combined. Will Levis in 2023. Interesting stuff there, but we know that the Browns still need a quarterback.
I wanted Prime in Philly, bro. I was hoping we picked him at 32 just for the fucking fuck of it, man. Oh well, he'll be all right, bro. He'll be just fine.
So, just looking back at the first round, I just want to go over my personal surprises from the first round. I will put the surprise in there that the Browns did trade back to 5. I thought that they were going to stay at 2 and take Travis Hunter. I guess the Jags just really thought this was our guy. We're going to ship everything we got and go get Travis. I still think that even though the Jags got their guy, I mean, they gave up a shitload to go get him. I would say it might work out in the long run that we could see a Houston Texans type of draft next year for the Browns. They're probably going to finish shitty again. Let's remember when it was Will Anderson and it was C.J. Stroud 1 and 3. We might see that again from the Browns.
You're not trying to hear that, bro.
But they get Jacksonville's 2026 first round next year, and they're going to be shitty again. So it might be 1 and 3 again. This might have just been a great move for the Browns. You could argue, come next year, that the Browns ended up winning the trade. Possibly. Now, again, I did think that Travis was going to go to the Browns. But, hey, another one that I thought was crazy is I thought that Tyler Warren was going to be the first tight end off the board. Colston Loveland from Michigan goes first. He goes to the Bears at 10. And in initial mock drafts, pre-Super Bowl, Tyler Warren was looking like he was always going to go at 14 to the Colts, and that's where he ends up going. So good stuff there. Jalen Walker fell a little bit. Thought he was going to go a little bit earlier. He stays in Atlanta, going to the Falcons. And then I'm happy for Emeka Egbuka. In prior mock drafts, before this whole Shedeur Sanders was going to go to the Steelers, Egbuka was targeted to land at 21 to the Steelers. Then, obviously, they lose a lot of their quarterbacks.
I saw people betting over 26.5, and I got pissed. I'm like, don't do my boy Emeka like that, bro. He might end up being the best wide receiver in the class. I just feel like I'm that high on him.
And then you have Matthew Golden, which was unbelievable. And then another one that I wanted to note too was Amarian Hampton from North Carolina, the running back, had a stellar year last year in UNC, and he pairs up with Najee Harris in Los Angeles with the Chargers. I did not think they were going to go running back there, but
What did Shedeur do in the Steelers meeting?
well,
What did he
I
do?
saw stuff that the meeting with the Giants was not very successful.
Was he supposed to draw over front? Did he draw under front? Like, what did he do, bro? Was he supposed to put someone in the 1 tech and he put a D tackle in 3? Like, what did he do, bro? What did he do? Did he line up too many people on the line when he drew up the formation on the board? Like, what did he do, Tomlin? I wanted like if it wasn't the Steelers, because I was here with you. Obviously, you seen the switch. If it wasn't the Steelers, I'm like, all right, let's do the Giants. We would do the Giants. Fuck it.
I thought
If it wasn't the Giants, I want the Bears. Like, I wanted the Bears, bro. But I really didn't want the Steelers, man. I wonder, like, what.
I thought Mike Tomlin.
I hope it comes out, like, what happened in those meetings eventually, or if there's, like, film or something, bro. Because, like, damn. I'm just still kind of like, damn.
Yeah, because
you know?
something clearly had to go wrong for him to
Bro,
fall
we were initially, draft season originally started.
Shedeur Sanders was going to go to the Giants.
Top 3,
Yeah.
top 5.
Uh-huh.
Lock. Like, oh, he don't go here, and then, yeah, they'll grab. Like, yeah. And then, the lowest I have him going is 9. And then it became the highest I have him going is 9. I was like, damn, what the fuck happened to Cuz?
Yeah, he went from 3 to 9 to 21 and missed on all of them. That was the biggest shock, just not hearing his name called,
At all.
When
at all.
even at 21, the Steelers up, you're like, all right, this has to be Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, it has to be Shedeur. And then when the Giants go, you're like, okay, Shedeur. And then they do the things when they pan to both rooms, the Jackson Dart room and the
Jackson Dart's hugging, smiling. We know it's Dart.
We pointed out, we're like,
It's Dart.
Oh, fuck, it's Jackson Dart. Another thing, too, because shout out to Jackson Dart for going to the Giants. I know you're excited.
Ole Miss, Eli Manning.
One of the things that made me stamp him, we saw, we were talking about it at the little draft party, was the people who have their girlfriends, the draftee, and their mom, versus people who have the mom, the draftee, and their dad. Jackson Dart was a person who has dad next to him. And I have a feeling.
And mom.
And mom. But I'm just saying, football is one of the sports where obviously, there's situations different. I'm not saying everybody. You got Trey McBride literally has 2 moms. But in most cases, like with football, it's one of the sports, your daddy was most likely right there. If you're going to the league, your daddy was probably right there, unless he was away or something like that. He probably was right there. I like seeing the daddy next to the draftee. And I saw that with Jackson Dart, and I have a good feeling about that kid. There was a couple other drafted, people got drafted that we could see, I think there was one like Jackson Dart where it was like he had his girl, his mom, and then you could see they were like, let's get, nah, dad needs to see, he needs to be in frame. They had him right next to him. And I was like, that's the type of shit. I'm bullish on those draft picks. Where daddy at? Right next to him. All right, we good. So Jackson Dart, I feel like he'll be all right. Don't roll the tape from the Florida game. You know what I'm saying? Don't roll the tape. A couple of games, don't roll the tape. But I think he should be all right, though.
Yeah, I mean, you got, and the Kentucky game.
Kentucky game, too. You don't roll the tape from that one either.
So the Giants had pick 34. The Rams were picking at 26. So they trade with the Texans. They trade their number 34 pick, which was the second pick in the second round, to the Texans. They give them pick number 99 and a 2026 third-round pick. And the Giants move back into the first at 25 in front of the Rams to get Jackson Dart. And then the Rams actually ended up trading out of the first round. Falcons traded with the Rams to get into that spot 26, which was surprising because I thought the Rams were going to stay in the first and at 26 try to go quarterback, and then they go out of it. So the Falcons get the 26th pick, and they get a 2025 third, and the Rams get a second-round pick, which is the number 46 pick, a 2026 first, and a 2025 seventh. So not bad for the Rams. You most likely are going to get those 2 picks in the first round next year. Maybe trade one of them away, whatever, assess those needs. Again, that's going to be the Arch Manning draft as well. We'll see how that pans out. But I also like the pick here. I wanted to, when I was looking at the board too, number 27, Malachi Starks to Baltimore.
Fact.
I mean, when we saw his name off the board, the first thing you said, pair him up with Kyle Hamilton. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be dirty.
And then this is the guy that I wanted to talk about too. Maxwell Hairston from Kentucky, the cornerback. He had his spot in the green room was like the very last guy that these draftees would walk past. And he's hyping these guys up, dabbing them up when they walk by. And I remember watching like first couple picks go by, and I'm like, who the hell is that? I can't figure out who it is. He's so fired up for everybody. And then the story's coming out today. That's who it was. It was Maxwell. He's waiting and he's celebrating everybody else that's walking past him. Just a good teammate, good vibes guy. And then he gets picked 30 to the Bills. Very cool stuff. And that's definitely a guy that you want on your squad. So that was cool to see.
Seems like that would be a good fit. Buffalo, Detroit.
They needed to assess that position as well.
Pittsburgh. Like, he seems like a good fit a really good fit for Buffalo, honestly. And addressing a need, too.
Yeah, that was the big need there. And then we'll see. I mean, this is what's going to be special as we move to the second round, and you see Browns picking number 1 and number 4 in the second round. You got a decision to make. Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback that ESPN is saying is available.
Bro, if Shedeur falls to Vegas, if you've been listening, you know I'm like closet Raiders fan.
Well, and the Tom Brady connection.
If Shedeur goes to Vegas, they'll be up there in Pittsburgh, bro. Which is crazy for me to say coming from my mouth. If they get Shedeur, they'll be up there with Pittsburgh. They'll pass Duval. Duval's been falling in the the closet fan team.
And I'm also just eager to see where Milroe's gonna land.
I would love him in Philly.
Could he fall down? Like,
I would love him in Philly.
It was rumored that at 9 the Saints were gonna pick Sanders. So
that's another name.
Number 40.
If I heard Milroe at 32, I literally wouldn't have been mad at all. But yeah,
like
there's a lot of interesting teams that could grab him.
That could grab him here too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Saints picking number 8 at 40.
Saints is interesting. I think Dallas is interesting. I think Vegas is even interesting.
I mean, this is going to be a crazy start because you have in the top 4, the Browns have 2, and then at pick number 7 and pick number 9 in the second round, you have the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be really, really spicy to start out this second round. And still plenty of crazy guys. Will Johnson, another name that did not go in the first round. Thought he was going to go in the first round. Again, initial thoughts had him going, number 4 to the Patriots. Again, this was like around the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But damn, the amount of changes that we saw and guys that like Shedeur Sanders that, just he had the room. And remember, he had that big room. And then when he announced that he wasn't going to go to the green room, there was a lot of, social media going crazy, being like, oh, he should be there, this, that, and the other. Seems like he made the right move because he would have been like Will Levis sitting there all night.
I mean, your draft stock's falling. You're like, damn, these teams right here ain't fucking with me. It's like all the teams I'm relying on is the teams down here. Let me not go in there. And I'm Shedeur. They gonna do all
The media would have blown that out of proportion.
Yeah,
the amount of cameras. Once you get imagine that at 21 when the Steelers don't pick you. How many cameras are going to be walking to his section?
It'd be like the Rodgers thing.
Yep.
So he made a good move.
He made a good move.
I want to see who gets Scatterboo.
Yeah. So from a betting standpoint on FanDuel, there's a tab now called Rookies. So the first one is they have a whole tab now for designated just for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter to record 1,000+ regular season receiving yards. That's plus 230.
Horrible. That is disgusting.
The one that I have to highlight right here is under here listed as Popular Parlays NFL Awards. Travis Hunter to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year plus 5,000. Are you for real?
That's disgusting.
To win 2 awards is only plus 5,000?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I would much rather that say donation to CTE Foundation. Honestly, I'd way more willing to give them my $25 if that was the case.
Dude, plus 5,000 for 2 awards? That's you have to. It's 2 awards, so you have to double that. That should be plus 10,000. You have to double that. It's 2 awards. I don't get that. That's FanDuel stealing money.
That should be plus whatever it takes to get me to Vegas. However,
you know how many people probably already bet that too?
That's why it's plus 5,000.
That's terrible.
You need to look at yourself in the mirror.
That is a donation.
You need to look at yourself in the mirror.
That is awful value.
What you need to do is hopefully they still offer you a cash out on that. You need to take that cash out and you need to donate that to the charity of your choice. Because that's what you were feeling like doing that day. Don't support this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when we have brands that aren't good, they say stop buying it. It's just like when, you got people, I was going to say females, but I didn't want to go there. They're getting your nerves. They say stop dealing with them. Don't give him your attention. Don't give him your resources. Water. There's water funds you could donate to. I'd rather you give it to the fucking water fund than fucking betting this plus 5,000 bullshit. You probably take Johan Rojas to go yard today for plus 5,000. I'd rather you do that.
Probably.
I'd rather you do that.
It's just a flat out embarrassment if you're going to take that.
I do like on Travis though. I don't hate his defensive player of the year odds. I don't hate him.
Plus 1,000 for defensive rookie of the year.
I think he would just have to get a lot of picks, so I mean it might get weird, but I don't know.
Look at Abdul Carter, the favorite there, plus 240.
I don't really know what I would do, man.
And then Cam Ward at plus 330 for offensive rookie of the year, and Ashton Genty plus 340 for offensive rookie of the year, and then there's Travis Hunter plus 600. So can you actually do this with the same player just to see? You can't. I just wanted to know if Travis Hunter plus 1,000 and Travis Hunter plus 600 for offensive and defensive, what those odds would have been.
I hate it. They don't like. What's wrong with them? You know what I mean?
Well, there's something wrong with FanDuel clearly if they're listing 2 awards for plus 5,000 for the same player.
What's Cam Ward's numbers? Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, no, you had it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you had it. Go up a little bit.
There we go. Cam Ward, regular season total passing yards over 3205 and a half.
Yeah, I'm out.
Really?
I'm out.
It's a lot of yards.
And he could do it easily. Like he could break rookie records. Wouldn't shock me. I'm just out on just minus 115 for. I'm out in Tennessee. I'm out. I know you got you got 2 top 5 wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm out. I can't.
Jalen Burks and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, you got 2 top 5.
He said that's his top 5 guys.
You should be able to. Hey, might be value. I'm out. I'm out. You know what else caught my eye though? This division exacts. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I just want to see what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Never seen what it is.
So exact. Let's just do. How about we do the NFC East?
Oh, you can bet on exact finishes too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No. Like go down. Like I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like I didn't. Okay.
So like, let's see where like.
Okay. So you can bet the Giants to get 4th. This is great.
This is
great. This is great.
What is that actually? Do they even have it on there? Minus 185.
This is great. This is great.
Minus 185 for the Giants.
And you can SGP it. So you can do a builder parlay.
Wait, so hold on a second. So what would that be if you do NFC East, Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants? This is plus 310.
That's probably what it's going. Yeah, sign me up.
But I want to do Eagles, Commanders, Giants, Cowboys plus 700.
You know what? You could get me. You could talk me into that.
That's what I want to do.
You could talk me into that.
Hey, there's now 4 quarterbacks on the roster: Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston,
we could swap
Jackson Dart.
We have
the Italian stallion, Tommy DeVito.
We have relievers in the pen.
Absolutely,
we need to get a win.
Absolutely,
high leverage relievers.
When was the last time we have ever said that about a Giants QB room?
I don't think we said it about any QB room because you guys are very unique, but it's okay.
I mean,
you guys might have the best high leverage. Nah, do you guys have the best high leverage reliever in Tommy DeVito? I mean, he is the definition of high leverage.
In terms of vibes and hype, but I don't know about player.
Yeah, play. Interesting. Okay, you'd be correct.
I mean, he had the good Packers game 2 seasons ago, and then the next week he comes out against the Saints, and they got bounced by the Saints.
No, I'm starting to be those people I don't like. 2 years ago, I can't do that. All right, I just want to see what was going on.
That was cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do.
I'll probably do a parlay with that.
So I do have to look at this too as a Giants fan.
Oh my god.
New York Giants regular season wins over 5.5 is plus 125. You got to get 6 of those.
No, see, so what we should do with this money, okay?
Is donated?
No. This isn't even donation money. Because this is what you would have to bet on this over 5.5 at plus money, knowing you. This is a ticket. You put money on this.
Oh yeah.
So this is what we do. Just got a new car.
Yeah.
Right? Congratulations.
Yeah, my guy.
Good for you. You text your girlfriend. Tell her, hey, listen.
I'm putting the car on it.
I almost relapsed. Here's your spa day. Run around the AC. I'm going to not bet the whole ticket on this. I'm going to use 80% of it, 60% of it on a couple dates down there, the beach day, and then we can go play around the casino a little bit. But don't put the whole shit on. No.
Yeah.
No. Because you're going to see Russell Wilson run out there, and you're going to be like, wow, what the fuck did I just... We re-signed Darius Slayton for Saquon money, and I bet on this team to win 6 games. That's what you're gonna do.
What I'm happy to say, though, with the Jackson Dart pick...
What you would be saying, too, is are you betting on Dable? Are you betting on Dable to keep his job?
Absolutely.
6 wins keep Dable's job?
That I don't know if I can answer right now.
6 wins. The 6 wins.
The
You
6
have
wins?
to, now I'm putting you on the front. The 6 wins. The 6 wins keep Dable's job. And you know how betting goes. If it's something like this, you want to root for it. That makes me bet it. If it's like, you know what I'm saying, that makes me bet it easily. If I feel like 6 wins.
I feel like 6 wins would, just because of the moves they've already made. I mean, I think they're already in a better direction.
Jackson Dart's in the helm.
Again, going back to Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, I think they've made enough positive moves.
4-13 get you fired.
Absolutely.
4-13 get you fired.
5 would be
5-12 is a little.
Also, depending on how the play is. Like, if they're getting mollywopped in a lot of these games, then absolutely you're gone.
If you win 5 games, you probably.
But, like, if Russell's doing well, obviously we know Malik's going to have a more better, year than he had last year. A great season last year. But
is he? We saw the George Pickens interviews post-game.
All right. Well, he still had Daniel Jones throwing him the ball and was underthrowing him half the time. Now you at least have Russell Wilson, and you have competent quarterbacks that are going to better QB play.
I just wanted to ask the question.
5 would be if the team's playing poor, your guys, the rookies aren't playing well, the defense looks shitty again.
Dable's getting fired.
But if they're in close games and they're losing 1-possession games, but they're staying in it, look, they're not supposed to be good this year, and I think everybody should know that, especially the front office. So if they're at least playing in these games and they're competitive games, I still think you give them a shot to work with Jackson Dart. I think, again, why I'm also so excited for drafting a rookie quarterback, the guy that's going to be the future of the franchise.
Jesus.
You have Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston there, so he doesn't have to go out there, and you don't have to throw him out into a franchise that's in a rebuilding state, like what happened with Carolina and Bryce Young. And you ruined his confidence after the career that he had at Alabama. You ruined his confidence.
Can you type in Jackson Dart on Google?
What do you want me to look at?
Measurables.
I mean, they probably have it here. I should look here.
That's some ADHD shit if I've ever seen it, bro, because that shit was probably literally right.
6'2", 223.
Okay. I don't know why I have this feeling, because you know me, you've been with me the last couple years. I've been a Jackson Dart fan in college. Fuck with Jackson Dart. 2 gang. And he's deserving of the 2 gang. Something stinks.
You don't have to come out here and start like this.
Something stinks.
But we can't sit here and say, like, we may be possibly looking at a Jordan Love-esque situation where you come in, you can sit down.
I agree. And you know what? I think that's the best.
Learn the schemes.
I think that's the best thing for the kid. And I think that's maybe what the Giants saw in meetings, and they talked to him, and maybe one of the things that they talked about is like, hey, listen, we have Russell and Jameis, and Russell thinks he has some time to play. Like, how comfortable he was sitting down. Maybe they were more impressed about how maybe he could pick up and learn over a couple years. I don't know. It's probably he's going to a good situation, so he could be good. But
here's the other thing too. He can sit for this year. He could even sit for next year. He's 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This is perfect.
Okay.
You don't get thrown out into a failing situation, and then when you underperform as a rookie with a roster that's not ready yet, then it all looks like, it's your fault, and your confidence gets diminished. This is the perfect situation for any quarterback that the Giants were going to draft, because they know that they're not going to go in there right away and be under center week 1. I think this is perfect. And listening to what Brian Daboll said on the phone when he was on the phone with Dart after they picked him, he was like, I really just like how you went through this process with us. I really like what you did. So it goes back to the point of, what did Shedeur Sanders do wrong? Because clearly, in the processes that all these teams have, he failed because he was not picked by these teams.
Based off of what we've seen, and I'm only speculating. I don't know Shedeur Sanders. I don't know Shedeur Sanders for a rock in the road.
Same.
But I don't really think it's like, I don't get the vibes that Shedeur really went in there and did anything wrong.
But they clearly had something that they didn't like about him.
No, but so this is what I'm getting at. I think Shedeur is probably one of those people that's like, oh, you're supposed to do this, and when you go in these meetings, they want you to act like this and do this. And I don't think Shedeur's, defying the rules. I don't think he's going into those rooms, though, making sure he checks his boxes. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, I don't think he's going in there making sure he says the right things. I think he just says what he's on his mind. And I think he makes sure he doesn't say things that are, like, wrong or blatantly bad for the team, but I think he just says what's on his mind. I think in a situation that they have him coming in New York when you might have to sit and certain things might get loud, I think they probably were like, yeah, it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Something stinks, though. I'm going to be watching this one closely, though. Something just...
Well, now it raises the question, too, and we were talking about this last night. So, Deonte Banks switched his number to number 3, and he wore that last year since Sterling Shepard left. And then Russell Wilson comes in. So he gives number 3 to Russell Wilson. And he switches to number 2. Well, what's going to happen? Because Jackson Dart wears number 2. Deonte Banks, I totally understand if you're not going to switch again. And again, maybe it would be different if Jackson Dart was coming in and playing right away and be like, hey, I'll give you the number. Mm-hmm. I don't think Jackson Dart's wearing number 2.
Ooh, so I just had to do some research on Deonte Banks. I see a high school 3. I see college 3. So Dart could get the 2 because, I thought, because we were talking last night and I was like, if he's 2 gang, he not getting, Dart not getting that. Like if he's worn 2 his whole life, Dart not getting that 2. The fact that he's worn 3, Jackson might get 2, and he could go to he could substitute. You could do a lot of things if it's 3.
Maybe he could go to 13. I know Jalen Hyatt, I think, is wearing 13 right now, but I don't know if he's going to be staying there.
I don't like giving up the 2. I don't know how he feels about the 2, though. He could be like, because I'm one of the people, I wore 2 my whole life, but 3 was also like a back of the hand. Like if I had to wear 3, I would love to wear 3, but I was a 2 guy. I don't know. I wonder if he's going. I'm not giving that number up. Like
I just changed.
And you sitting like I'm on the field, bro. I'm not giving you my number, bro. I'm Cam Newton. Do something for this. Do something for this number, bro. You play for it. You tough. Bro.
Okay, over to the NBA. We need to talk about your parlay. We need to get into this.
I'm feeling really good.
Hey, break it down for me.
So you know how it goes with parlays, right? And I know. Do you do this with parlays that are like SGPs in the game? Do you like hit the reuse selection to see the odds and how?
Oh, absolutely.
So I hit the reuse selection on my parlay.
So first of all, what's this ticket?
Okay, well first of all, fuck the feds. I have to re-sign into FanDuel, and I want to say fuck the feds too. Is it a bug or like my Face ID doesn't work anymore? I have to like manually type in my password every time I log into FanDuel.
Maybe you just need a new phone.
Do they not know how much time that wastes when I'm trying to place it? Like, do you know how much anxiety I got? Like,
you might miss the line.
Let's talk about last night.
Yeah.
I had so much anxiety watching Ja Morant on the floor hurt as I'm trying to check the odds as the Oklahoma City Thunder are down by 30 points. I'm trying to log into FanDuel to check the odds. And I have to type in my fucking password. I can't just Face ID it. That's so bad in an injury situation when it could just get locked. Anyway, I'm sorry to do that to you because it made me, I'm just fired up. So, Ja Morant goes down. Lou Dort, they call him a football player, has a play where I don't think it's his fault, but yeah, it's Lou Dort fucking him. God damn it. Ja Morant's on the ground. I got you to my left. I got Charlie to my right. And we're having a conversation. And you know how it is when you're sitting with a couple degens and one of them gets a little quiet and starts going on a phone and not paying attention to the conversation. I'm like, ooh, Josh down. Let me see what the odds are. Like my initial thoughts were, this is what I'll say. My initial thoughts were when we talked about last night, like, did they lock the game? Because they always lock the game. I don't even know why we check. I don't know why I'm like paranoid, trying to log in all fast, typing my shit in. When I in the back of my head, no, I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be locked. But you gotta check if it's not locked. It wasn't locked. I saw 680. Jaws on the ground, you see plus 680. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Just take it. I literally told y'all at the tape. I'm like, I think I got it. Like, it's like, I don't like it. I don't like doing it. I don't like that you have to do this. But if you've been gambling long enough, anyone listening, you know that there's some odds and some lines and games you've seen. Like, I've seen this before. Fuck, bro. I got to take it. Exactly how I took it. I didn't even look at the spread. This is my question because you took the spread. What is the differentiating factor of I'm taking the money line here or I'm taking the spread? Or should you take both? Because I never take both. For me, it's always one or the other. Like, what was your thought? I think your thought process was different because you had a lot of parlays riding with Oklahoma City Thunder money line.
Right.
Which in that case, I actually think you actually made the smart play because I don't know how much I didn't ask how much you put on the spread, but you probably could have hedged a lot of your losses if they just covered.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that's probably actually a scenario where you just take.
Well, also, and it was 10.5 point spread. So without Ja, you were down. I think they were down like 25 or 27 around there. Like so I'm like, if you just kind of cut this, you can find a way to just not lose by 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but obviously, hindsight's 2020. And even when watching the game and watching the Thunder come back, I'm like, I really just should have taken the plus 680. But I wouldn't have gotten that line because as we were talking about it, it was like 580. 560, 520.
And that's why I was like, fuck, I have to invest. I'm like, I know if I don't take this right now, I'm gonna see the red dot. Like right now. Like if I have to deposit, I'm not getting 680.
The number I would have been able to get was 520. Like that's what would have been the number, plus 520. Because that's what it was like looking to close before, once he walked off the court. Because he came back on and he shot the free throws, and then it was like 560, 540, 520.
Right.
And then the Thunder go down and score right after the free throw. And then we're tanking. 490 at that point. So, yeah, seeing a 10.5 point spread, I did have Thunder money line.
It feels like a lot of insurance. But, yeah, I feel like with money line parlays, riding, you probably do go spread.
But even looking at the situation as a whole.
If you didn't have parlays, though.
I'm taking the money line.
Okay.
And looking at the situation as a whole, why I say that is when Ja Morant goes down, just watching what he was doing last night, they were never losing that game if he doesn't get injured.
Yes, I agree.
And leaves the game.
I agree. I don't 100% agree because we said what I said. I remember I said last night, 30 is the new 20.
30 is the new 20. Yeah.
Like, I'm not out of the game.
Playoff basketball.
I'm not out of the game. You have to be beating the shit out of the team for me to be like, wow, this is over. Bro, the Heat versus Cavs game a couple nights ago, I had shameless plug. I had Tyler Hero to get 30 plus 370. And I'm like, Heat are down like about to be grips are like 20. And I'm like getting nervous. And I'm like, wait, nah. Hero's going to have to keep shooting because they're not going to be out of this thing for a while. Bro, playoff basketball is so different.
Well, that's why when like he goes down, it's like, oh, this is like almost like an auto take.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy that was running the floor. He was the guy that was running the game.
Yep.
And he goes down. Well, the facilitator's gone. And it's not like
energy, but it's energy too. The energy's gone. Like,
and that energy, and the silence in the crowd. They were in Memphis
with the spread you get too, because like what the books aren't valuing is they don't really know how hurt Ja is. They don't know if he's gonna shoot the free throws and come back in. They don't know. Like it's just hard to read. So in games when your point guard and your star player goes out like that, it's the next 2 minutes when your energy's down. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we running? Where OKC, we flipped back to the draft, but OKC probably hitting a couple threes. Shay's getting to the line. We're cutting this thing. Chet's getting a couple dunks. We're getting hype. And it's like, next thing you know, it's, 16. And it's a whole different ballgame when it's 16 because now it's a 2-possession game to become a 10-point game. And it's not even the fourth quarter yet. That's where I was like, bro, fuck, we got to take this. But I just, like, if I took the spread there instead of taking the money line, I would have had to hammer the spread for me to feel like it's worthwhile to bet.
Right.
Which I think is a psychology, because I was thinking about this last night, where it's like, I think that's a psychology, because remember we were watching I think it was Sunday Night Football, Bengals versus Chargers, and they were down a lot, and I was like,
oh yeah,
yo, take 17.5, take 18.5, what, this is the gift. And I hammered it. I didn't take the money line, because I just thought it was a more surefire chance they just covered 17 and then winning the game. Because when you just take like a plus 680, I'm like, oh, I'll put $20 on this, bro, fuck it. If I lose this, like, who fucking cares? But when I'm taking a spread, I got to hammer it, bro, for me to feel like it's worthwhile. So that's definitely like, if I thought Ja was going to play, that's definitely a situation where I hammer the 10.5. So I'm like, oh, Ja might sit down for 5 minutes and they make a run and then it's a close game. They might not win, but you know what I'm saying? What I was saying, I've seen this movie before. I still didn't think they're going to win though. Honestly.
I didn't either.
I didn't think they're going to win at all. I just was like, this is just a ticket I have in here. I like hats off to OKC for getting that W. But yeah, that psychology of what you take in those situations is actually funny. And what were we talking about, bro? Because I just made me think about the fucking Celtics game tonight.
We're going to talk about your parlay. And,
facts.
Well,
facts,
if you want to, and for looking at those spread bets and the big time money line live bets, especially with the parlays too, if you're looking to track those bets as well, head over to Pickett Sports.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Pickett Sports, use code ALLDAYBETS. Yeah. You literally get free money by just signing up with our code. Pickett Sports, best way to track all your bets to know if you're losing, how much you're losing, and hopefully not as often as you're losing bets. Pickett Sports, code ALLDAYBETS.
That was very professional. Clap it up. Yeah.
Wait, I don't even know which button it is. I'm going to hit it, though.
Yeah. Clap that shit up. Clap that shit up. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the parlay. So if you weren't here for the last show, I placed a 4-leg parlay plus 4,600. Lakers to win 4-2 plus 410. Clippers versus Nuggets over 5.5 games minus 215. Warriors versus Rockets over 5.5 games minus 210. And New York Knicks to win 4-2 plus 330. Don't know how those odds equate to plus 4,600. That's why I placed it expeditiously when I saw that. So when you hit review selections and see the updated odds, all the odds have gone down except the Lakers are now up to plus 520 to win 4-2, which is crazy because I feel better about it. Just how the way the Timberwolves got their game, how early they got it. I could take it again. I can't take the Warriors series that go over 5.5. It's now 6.5. But if I did take it again and did Lakers 4-2, over 5.5 in LA, over 6.5 Warriors, and Knicks to win 4-2, it's plus 8K. Would you take a chance on that Warriors series to go 7? Jimmy Butler is doubtful to play game 3. If the Rockets can get another game in Houston to go up 2-1, and then Jimmy comes back game 4, that series has 7 written all over it, or am I overstepping my boundaries? Like, it looked like Steph Curry was going to do the classic Steph Curry versus Houston thing if Jimmy didn't get hurt. But then the Rockets come back and they get life. Even if Jimmy comes back, is it a situation where we're not scared of these guys anymore? We're not stunned. Even Jalen Green said I was a little shaky first playoff game. A lot of guys were in that situation. Tari Eason's in that situation. Jabari Smith's in that situation. Now Brent Sengun's in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I might take it again at plus 8K, 10 to win, 854. If that goes 7 games, I think I'm cashing. I swear to God. I don't know if I can do it, though, but I feel great about the parlay. And I think it's just the Lakers series, bro. I don't think the Lakers are going to go 7. I think Ant could get them one more. I feel great about the leg, bro. I think last night was a scary one for the next one because you can't lose that one.
You cannot.
But now
lose that
I
one.
feel great because now I'm like, wait, the Pistons are for sure getting another game, right? Have to be getting another game. Unless they're deflated, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're deflated because they could have won 2 games in New York possibly.
They also had a huge shot to win last night in Game 3.
Yeah,
they came back from down 13. It was like a 13-point lead was wiped in less than 3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. With this playoff basketball shit, so I might place that again. I feel like I could, bro.
The reuse selections button,
bro. I feel like I could, bro, and it would be worth the money, man.
So looking at these series as well, too, right? So Lakers and Timberwolves still tied 1-1 in that series.
So the odds are really interesting here. Why? Like, talk to me. Everyone, talk to me. Who's not hammering the Lakers here?
Minus 118.
It's not even, and for me, it's like, I think they're going to win the series 1,000%. But for this price, for Luka LeBron, are you mad if you lose? If you hammer this and lose at minus 118 when the series is tied? Are you mad you lost this? They're saying, okay, first game in Minnesota tonight. Lakers only minus 3.5, short spread. They're saying it's a toss-up game. So you could easily lose this game and then the odds change. But if the Lakers win this game in Minnesota, you're not seeing 118. This is an act now if you think the Lakers are going to win the series and you bet this. I'm highly considering putting a nice wager on the Lakers. I got paid today too. I'm considering putting a nice wager on the Lakers to win the series.
And what were we saying last week? Lakers is the Disney movie story.
Come on.
to win the whole damn thing.
Come on.
That's who we picked on this show to win the NBA title.
Come on.
So at minus 118, you're in Minnesota, 9:30, game 3. The series betting line is minus 118. And the series total games, they have this listed as well.
6 games is plus 176.
7 games is only plus 142.
Yeah.
That's the betting favorite of betting 5 total games, 6 total games, 7 total games. 7-game series in this Lakers Timberwolves series is plus 142.
If that spoils the parlay, do you know how much that'll break me if it goes 7 and spoils the parlay?
This series can't go 7. It's got to go 6, right?
If it goes 7, I might get me a new club or something.
I mean, we needed 7.
I mean 6. I think
Yeah,
6.
we needed 6. I mean, yeah.
I might get me a new club or something. But yeah, I'm dog. Do we pull the trigger on the Lakers today? Right now, today. Like I think I might put a little money on. And like, what do you do here too? Like, what's my strategy? Do you do the full hammer tonight, or do you do like 100 tonight? And if they lose,
Then you take the series.
and you can get like plus 200, do you take it again for a little 100?
So they're plus 136 in a 3-point spread in
Oh,
game 3.
I had it wrong. They're plus 3. They're plus 3. I gotta take a piss. I actually know, like full discretion. I had to take a piss to go look at RotoWire right now. I need to. Oh, what are we doing with this game?
What are we taking?
What are we doing with this game?
What are we taking?
Look at these lines. Who is someone not playing? Like,
Plus 136, bro.
Did I just get hyped for no reason? I'm on the website right now. Tripping, bro. Why do I believe in these guys so much? Is it a bad read?
Tatum's doubtful tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck. So is it the Lakers?
Everyone's hooping. Everyone's hooping tonight. I don't know what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do. They're dogs tonight. I love the line I'm seeing. I think I do the strategy I talked about second. Put 100 tonight on the minus 118. If they win tonight,
Then you're in good shape.
damn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well. I'll definitely be able to take some money lines or something down the stretch. If they lose tonight,
Then
I'm
you go series
I'm
betting.
salivating. I'm putting another 100 on the plus 200 or whatever.
Whatever.
It better be plus 200.
It's got to be more than that. Maybe two. It's got to be a little over 200 then.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
You're down 2-1. You are going to go back to LA though.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You got another
it's too-
game.
It's too many years.
Yeah. So it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, it's too-
Because you're going to have, if you lose now, then you're at the brink of going down 3-1 because you have another game in Minnesota in game 4. And then you got to go back to LA in game 5 and save your season.
You know what's funny? You know what series I did exactly this for? It's just fucking hilarious. It's funny because we were with Chip last night. I did exactly this when the Cavs played the Warriors. Like what you just said, it was 1-1. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to take it. Because like, I think the Warriors won game 1 by like 30. Cavs won game, and it looked bad. And it was like, fuck. And then I think the Cavs won game 2 by like 35 or 40. And that's when I was like, fuck it. I'm on my bronze. So I'm like, yeah, let's go. 200 to win the series, whatever. Then they lose the next 2. And I took it after 2-1. After they lost game 3, I took it again. And then when they lost again before the 3-1, I remember looking at that shit and I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm already in too deep. I promise you, if this is what happens, like if that's what happens, if they lose, if my strategy here, I put 100 tonight and they lose. And I put 100 the next night and they lose. And then they go down 3-1 and it's Bron and Luka. I'm doing it. I will do it again. I promise you I will do it again. But I hope it doesn't happen that way. I hope we just can nice little hunt and not worry about it no more. Them odds went up too. That's finals. That's finals.
Yeah, I wonder for
That's finals.
Lakers are plus 800 to come out of the West.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Clippers to come out the West. I'll have the Lakers because I'll have the Lakers plus 800 to come out the West, and I'll have the Clippers. And I'll have are they in the same side of the bracket? Go to the bracket. I'm pretty sure I have both sides of the bracket covered. And I'll have both sides of the bracket covered. Yeah. So I got to go put some money on the Clippers to come out the West.
And then be plus 750. So you have plus 800 Lakers and plus 750 Clippers to come out of the West. The Clippers would, if they beat the Nuggets, they face the Thunder. And then if the Lakers can get out of this Timberwolves series, they'll face the winner of the Rockets and Warriors.
Right.
So you do have that's almost perfect best case scenario.
Yeah.
You both sides of the brackets covered.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
And then just
what else is that? I think I had Pacers Bucks on there or whatever.
yeah. So
that series is interesting because this is what I want to say about this series, right? Look at that.
minus 420
Look
Pacers.
at that.
I wanted the Bucks to win this series.
And so listen, here's a couple of things in my thoughts on this series, right? This is we should be doing more marketing on this. How the history is there, but it's all good. This is a real rivalry, and the Bucks own the regular season series. But as of the last two playoffs, the Pacers have been frying them. Won the series last year in the first round. Now they're up 2-0. Dame didn't play game one. Came back game two. Didn't really have his legs. I think he shot 4 for 13 or something like that. And it was in Indiana. Coming to Milwaukee. No, am I right about that?
Yep.
Coming to Milwaukee. Did you hear Giannis in the presser? I know what to fucking do.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Yep.
Have we not seen Giannis down 2-0 before?
Yeah.
And I was counting my moolah as a Sun series better. Book fan, fanatic, thought it was over. And they come storming back, win 4 straight. Is this not a time to bet on the Bucks? What do we do?
Lakers to win the series, Bucks to win the series, plus 694.
See, I would need one more to make the odds. Like, what could we do? Could we do what's the so the last series I want to talk about was Warriors Rockets.
I mean, do you still think because you had picked Rockets in the series,
Mm-hmm.
are you still sticking with that? Or would you give it to the Warriors with the, I guess.
I hate how you just asked me that like that.
Well, because I'm saying
No,
because
'cause,
Jimmy's
that's like that.
We're unsure about Jimmy.
That are you still sticking with that? That was fucked, bro. That was fucked. That was fucked because they don't know that, but as your homie, I know what that means coming from your mouth. That's fucked up, bro. That's
I
fucked
have a
up.
feeling that you were gonna say I'm taking the Rockets. I mean, I'm taking the Warriors.
I know. I know. It's like what I'm supposed to do. Like I look at the Jimmy Butler stuff and it says that he's doubtful to play game 3. It's not looking good.
Rockets.
They feel good. The Rockets feel
But did
good.
when Jimmy Butler went down and he was out,
Mhm.
and then the Rockets just came out and just slapped it on the table?
Yeah.
Did it not remind you of what happened with John Morant going down and what the Thunder did to come back?
Okay.
So for me, it's just like, all right, well, if Jimmy's not there, Rockets know that this is the time to take advantage. Rockets are plus 140 to win the
Do
series.
they have the line? They probably do, right? For the next game.
Series is at plus
For
1.5.
the next game. Yeah, let me see the line for the next game.
And to win Saturday night, which would be game 4,
Is that Rockets minus 2? I don't know.
Rockets are plus 2.5 and
Plus
plus 116 in Golden State. And the Rockets are plus 140 to win this series.
So we talked
Or
about
game
this.
3, I'm sorry.
We talked about this when Jimmy first got to the Warriors. Like, the Warriors are not good with Jimmy Butler. Or without Jimmy Butler. They are not great at all. At all. Something, though, about reading the series, right? They have the spread tight. I guess the Jimmy Butler news isn't set in stone, but I just read an article about it. They said he's just not looking good for next game. But is it Chase Arena or Chase Center? What do they call it?
Chase Center.
Oracle Arena. RIP, man. Like, T-shirts was all yellow. R.I.P. Are they adding in the fact that they could be coming back to Chase with energy, back against the wall, needing the game to win without Jimmy? If not, it's over. Vintage Steph Curry moment. Is that what we're looking at here?
Saturday night, I would be taking Warriors money line.
If it's regular, I know you will, but if it's regular scenarios here, I'm with like no energy, nothing, just regular scenarios, no Jimmy Butler, we're come back to Golden State to win a game. I'm thinking I should rip the Rockets plus 140 to win a series if they can go up 2-1 here. But then if Jimmy Butler comes back, I got to stay away from that. Actually, I think
that's a stay away.
So what do we pivot to? Do we pivot to the Knicks? Like, what's the Knicks odds? Probably crazy, right?
You'd be surprised. Never mind. Minus 590.
Do we have a series spread?
Minus 1.5.
What about games? Exact games?
Total games, 5 games plus 176. 7 games plus 172.
Wait.
6 games plus 205?
Wait.
That's weird.
We take out the Warriors. We go 6 games. This is a lot, though. But, like, it correlates with my shit, no? 2-2-2-2. Wait, my number, Jackson Dart's number. Wait, 2-2-2-2. Is it April 22nd? No, it's not. It's April 22nd. Nah. It's 12:33. No, shit. They should have played 10 minutes ago.
Wait, that is kind of weird though. 12:33. You got 2-3-3, and then you have 2-3-2-2 for the odds of the parlay.
Let me just. God damn it. Oh wait, I had the Bucks to win this series in this.
That's why it's so heavy because the Bucks are plus 330 to win this series down 2-0.
Am I bitching or do we do so? Before I ask, like, am I bitching?
We're going to Milwaukee. We're going back home.
I'm bitching.
We're going back home.
Say should we look at the Bucks spread to series spread? Is it? Are they giving us a 2.5?
2.5 is minus 140. I think we take that. It's gonna nuke the odds a lot, but I think that's a. You don't want to take that? Yeah, we're taking that. So now the odds go to plus 865. That's not bad, bro. That's not bad. He slept. That's not bad. You have to understand it.
All right, y'all let us know. What parlay should we take? Should we take the plus 2-2-2-2 special parlay that had Bucks winning the series, Lakers win the series, and Knicks series to go 6 games? Or should we take the plus 895, I got circumcised, I'm a bitch bet, Lakers minus 118, Knicks go 6 games, and the Bucks plus 2.5 in the series minus 140? Y'all let us know what we should take, man. I think I want to take the original. No cap.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how nuked it like that. I'm not a fan of that.
I mean, we took out a plus 330 for a minus 140.
You gotta know what you're signing up for.
I would favor that one, but
what, this one we just made?
This one with the plus 2.5 because it's a little bit on the safer side.
I gotta put like
you gotta put more on that.
I gotta put like 50 on this.
Yeah,
30 on this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But when
like
you
what?
do that,
Go back to it. Yeah, let me see. Like do 30 because I like that for like
250.
Okay, I actually don't mind that at all.
And then if you do that, let's say you do
this, I was thinking put 20 on it to win like 400 or 500. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Giannis brings me home. What? But it's not that much of a difference stuff. I do 30 for 250.
Yeah, or 20 for 465.
Y'all let us know what we should do. I think I know what y'all gonna pick. Go for the money on. Fuck y'all talking about.
All right, we're getting the fuck out of here. Round 2 is going to be a hot start with the Bears and the Browns both picking twice early in those first 10 picks. We'll be back.
Wait, before we leave, I actually want to continue the conversation from last night. Jalen Brunson's becoming an issue with this. And you don't think this is an issue.
The fuck you Brunson chants are insane to me. You're just mad. Yo.
Were you not screaming fucking B 12 months ago?
Yeah, I was.
For doing the same thing, and you could really argue that Brunson does it worse than Embiid does.
He just won Clutch Player of the Year, and we're screaming "fuck you, Brunson." I guess that just means he's better. He's good. If you're screaming "fuck you, Brunson," that means he's good.
Okay, I'm a Jalen Brunson fan, but he's very good at drawing fouls and flopping. That's
so then how? But like, if we're gonna do that, then why the fuck are we not putting SGA in the same conversations?
They were doing it all year. Were they not?
Yeah, they were. But why are we not doing it now? Then we're not doing. I haven't heard a peep about that shit in the playoffs. It's every time that this is back-to-back years
cooked
that
me. He
Jalen
cooked
Brunson
me.
is in the playoffs. The first thing we're talking about is foul baiting. And I'm like, okay, I
Bro,
understand that he
because
did
it looks bad.
But in game
This is
2,
not, the way he does it looks bad.
in game 2,
bro.
he didn't shoot a free throw in the first half.
But
It's
this
just in
okay, so
crunch
this is-
time at the
this
end of the
is
game,
I
that's
was
what
telling
happens.
you last night. It's not about how many free throws you shoot, because when you flop and you don't get the call, it almost looks worse. When people shoot a 3 and they flail backwards trying to get this tall, they got stepped on or something, it looks worse than if they actually got like the bulldoze at 3-point line. It looks worse. It's more embarrassing. And Jalen Brunson has a track record, bro. And I'm not. Listen, I told you this last night. I'm not mad at him for it, bro.
Look,
I wasn't mad at Trae Young for doing it to us. I wasn't mad at Brunson for doing it to us. I'm not mad at Embiid for doing it. I'm not mad at Shea for doing it. But I do understand the criticism. I do.
Well, you can also say, I mean, for Embiid's sake, he's so damn big that he will get that call every time. Jalen Brunson's 6'0", so he's gonna get thrown around.
What would you rather
He's gonna
see?
get the call.
Okay, but what would you rather see? Would you rather see in playoff basketball? Because I'm gonna ask everybody in y'all perfect world. Because I've seen people say flopping is being allowed in the game. It's part of the game now. And I've seen people say playoff basketball, it needs to be physical, it needs to be this and that. You need to earn every bucket. Da da da. So what would you rather? Would you rather watch Lou Dort, Amen Thompson, bodies flying, people possibly getting hurt? Or would you rather watch the floppage? People scared to touch each other. What would you rather watch?
Probably the competitive.
It is what it is, right?
No
It
whistle.
is what it is. So that's why I understand why people are complaining. I think we just need to pick a side of the fence and stay on that. Players included. There's a little bit of a ridge going on. Yeah, some people try and get rough and tough.
Well, there have been, at least in this Pistons-Knicks series, they have been letting them play for regular season. There would have been a lot of those calls.
Yeah.
And they are letting them play.
Paul Reed was trying. I think that's where you go team of beef still. You just get holding you back's not enough, bro. You try and go for 2, 3, 4 rounds. Paul Reed was trying to get active on Cat. And Cat, he keep doing a little smile thing. I'm like, Cat, we saw you at the bottom of that pile with Embiid. It's cool though.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
Hey, huge game from Cat.
Big game from Cat.
Huge
man.
game from Cat in game 3.
Big game from Cat. And
the big man shooting the 3 is unbelievable.
You know
to
what's
see.
funny? I'm sorry, I'm plugging the show, but I had a thought. Just if you play basketball for coaches that want to see the play be ran all the way through, I have a feeling that was one of the adjustments that Tom Thibodeau made from the last game to this game, because just watching the last game back, Brunson was trying to do some hero ball, especially late in the game.
Very much so.
And really out of the secondary breaks. And we talked about this
Gotta
before.
move the ball.
We talked about this before with Cat coming in earlier in the year. I was like, remember, I was like talking about how Maxey and B does, like the Maxey comes down and breaks you down, and Embiid's trailing. And then if you pass off to Embiid, you can go do the DHL, or Embiid can break you down, just run the whole secondary breakthrough. I really think Tom Thibodeau was like, run the whole set. Brunson, go down the right side of the wing, try to break something down. If it's not there, go to Cat at the top. He's a trailer. Cat, try to break something down. If it's not there, let's do the DHL and let's work off each other. Run the whole set through. You see when Cat gets the ball in his hands at the top of the key at the second part of their secondary break, he does very well. Like, he has so much shit he has in his bag. He has a step back. He has a drive. He has a Euro. He has a DHO pick and roll game. Like, Cat has a lot of shit to work off of in that secondary break that I really think that's what I think Tom Thibodeau went to the locker room or practice and was screaming at the team that was like, just run the whole fucking set. I made the set this long for a reason. Run the whole shit through. And Cat benefited from it. Shout out to Cat. I don't know. Cat, I want to see Cat like just rough somebody up one time. He tried to do it last night, but I mean, for real. He did it with Embiid, but like, they trying you, bro. Like, and you coming for it too. You get in the middle of it too, but they keep trying you, Cat. I think when Stu come back, Stu might try Cat. I think Cat might have to remind people like, yo, I might, come off as a nice guy, but I'll rough it up. He might not win the fight, but Cat, I'll give Cat his respect. He'll get in there.
Well,
they trying him, bro. It's always Cat.
I'll tell you
it's
what.
It's always Cat.
Knicks need to get out of this series. Celtics are a little banged up. There's ever a chance and a possibility of taking advantage of what's in front of you.
Orlando plus 4.5 tonight. JT doubtful. My type of bet.
Your Energizer bunnies.
My type of bet. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but my type of bet.
And on that note, Pickett Sports, use code AllDayBets. Link the sportsbook. You get paid. It's free to sign up. Track your bets. Be smart about this. Be responsible about this. We have a lot of fun talking about this shit. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you watch this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button because we will be on the golf course very soon. And those videos are going to be a blast. Cannot wait to be starting out filming those golf videos again. We had a lot of fun last year and the year before. We have finally figured it out. Cannot wait to figure out what, what segments, what type of challenges we decide to go with.
I want to do a video at the mock, man.
That would be great.
Jeffersonville has to get done this year.
Jeffersonville has
to get done. The mock has to get done this year. I think we need to get a Jaworski course done this year.
Yeah, we got to get a jersey for that.
Got to get a Jaworski course done this year, I think. I think we got to try to do, like, private, semi-private, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I still been saying, if we can find some time.
Facts.
We can get out on Wallingford and get it done there.
Yeah, but they probably want me to carry a couple bags. Do that. Yeah,
Well, I mean like on like a we go guest pass.
I see. I thought okay, I got you.
I'm saying like a late Sunday
yeah, I was still wondering if they would want me to carry a couple bags. Right. Just go out there and pay the fee. Yeah, we see you carry no bags right here. What you doing up here? Oh, my fault, man. Like, yo, Dave, you got loot. Dave, you out there one day with y'all.
All right, Apple Podcast, Spotify listeners, do us those big things, big ratings. Scroll to the bottom, 5-star ratings. They help us out a long, long way. We'll be back. Hit some bets this weekend. Watch the draft. Basketball's here.
The 2-2. Oh, it's 2-3-2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna call me blind.
Yeah, but it's still the same numbers. All day bets. Alex Jacobs, Manny Ruffin. We appreciate the fuck out of you guys. We'll see you soon.
We cut out